Hello students, in today's video we are going to study the next part of the term symbol, that is splitting of term symbols in octahedral and tetrahedral complexes. Means the terms or the symbol arises for only atoms, but when those atoms or ions placed into the ligand field in presence of octahedral ligand field or tetrahedral ligand field, so that complex, coordination complex, the term symbol gets split into the different Mulliken symbol. The term symbol gets splitted into the different Mulliken symbol with the degeneracy and the spin multiplicity including in it. So let's start with our today's session. So splitting of term symbols in octahedral and tetrahedral complexes. We know there are 4 orbitals. Actually, we have considered only these terms here. We can consider the other terms also in the sequential manner. S, P, D, F, G, H, I. I have already covered all the things regarding to the term symbol, how to find out the term spin multiplicity and how to find out the value of J in the previous session. Here I am going to directly start the next part of this S orbital. This S orbital or S term, the shape of S orbital is spherical, therefore it will not split into the octahedral and tetrahedral field. Then P orbital also it will not split into the octahedral or tetrahedral field, but D orbital and F orbital will split into the octahedral and tetrahedral field. So these are very important. D orbital and F orbital or D term and F term splitting is very important in octahedral and tetrahedral field, because for D block elements or transition metal complexes, generally we get these two terms only. S term is also there, but it is not splitted. So the D orbital or the D term splitting and F term splitting are significantly considered in transition metal complexes. So D orbital splits into T2G and EG in case of octahedral field, and it splits into E and T2 in tetrahedral field. This splitting takes place because of the repulsion of electron between metal ion and the ligand electron. So this all part we will see in the crystal field theory session. But right now you just remember that D term or the D orbital splits into T2G and EG. T stands for triply degenerate orbital and E is a doubly degenerate orbital. T2G and EG in octahedral field and E and T2 in tetrahedral field. So this G indicates G red. This G indicates G red. G red means center of inversion is present in octahedral complexes, but center of inversion is absent. Center of inversion is absent in tetrahedral complexes. That's why we cannot use G or U term in tetrahedral complexes. This G term is used only in case of octahedral complexes. F orbital splits into T1G, T2G, A2G octahedral field, because center of inversion is present. That's why this G is there in octahedral field. This T1, T2, A2 or this E, these all are Mulliken symbols which we have which are also given in the group theory, symmetry and group theory part. So these are the Mulliken symbol. T1, T2, A2, this splitting takes place in tetrahedral field. So let's see the splitting, how the splitting takes place. Actually, this can be calculated using mathematical part. Here I have mentioned important note, that is the terms in octahedral and tetrahedral field are calculated or found by using the character table. For octahedral complex, use the character table of octahedral, and for tetrahedral use the character table for tetrahedral complexes. Then this is the formula, mathematical formula. With the help of this formula we can find out this splitting of terms. This splitting of terms. Actually this part is very lengthy and nobody will ask you that part in the competitive exams. It is for the theory portion, semester exam. But right now we are focusing on the MCQ part. That's why I am telling it directly. But these are the terms which are the Mulliken symbols can be calculated using this formula and character table, but that part is very time consuming and lengthy. That's why I'm telling you the short trick to remember all these things. Okay, so this d orbital or the d term, it gets splits into the T2g and Eg in case of octahedral field. You might have seen this diagram at your BSc level or your lower classes, because it's very famous in inorganic chemistry. So the d orbital or the d term splits into the T2g and Eg. T2g is the ground state, Eg is the excited state. Octahedral field, this is for octahedral field. Ground state in case of octahedral field is T2g, and ground state in case of tetrahedral field is E. This diagram reverses. All these reasons are given in the crystal field theory. We'll see that part later, but right now you just remember this d or d term splits in the octahedral field like this: T2g and Eg. Ground term is T2g, excited state is Eg. And in case of tetrahedral field, there is no G because there is no center of inversion. So in case of tetrahedral field, E is the ground term and T2 is the excited state term. T2 is the excited term. So this is for D term splitting. Now we'll see for the F term. How the F term splits into the T1G, T2G and A2G. This F term splits into the T1G, T2G and A2G. This is for octahedral field. This is given for octahedral field. T1G is the ground state. Then this is below the zero line or the barycenter. T1G is the ground term, ground state. Then T2G is the excited state, and A2G is also the excited state. There is one shortcut. We can use the Orgel diagrams to find out all these splitting and transition. So it's very easy to remember. No need to mug up these things. It's just you have to just use the Orgel diagram for solving many problems. But at least remember these two splitting diagrams, because many of the MCQs can be solved using these two diagrams, these two simple diagrams only. So you try to remember this much only. So D term is T2G, Eg, and octahedral field. In tetrahedral field it is E and T2. In case of F term, it is T1G, ground term is T1G. Then first excited state is T2G and the second excited state is A2G. So these are the splitting diagrams for D term and F term, and you will get the splitting of term symbols in octahedral and tetrahedral complexes. Now, as I already told you, we can find out these terms using this mathematical equation, this formula and the character table for respective octahedral complex and tetrahedral complex. But we are not going to see these things because we need to tackle the MCQ within few seconds, few minutes. So for that purpose, we are taking the shortcuts. Otherwise, we can solve it by using the mathematical equations. Okay, let's see the next part. Terms. So what are the different terms arises, or we can calculate using the term symbol formula. How to find out the term symbol, how to find out the multiplicity, J value, all these things we have covered in the previous class. So right now I am just taking these terms arising or the RS terms. So this is S term, P term, D, F, G, H. These are the terms with the L value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when the L value is, or the orbital angular momentum value is 0, the term is S. When the value of L is 1, the term is P. In this way you can find out these terms, or the value of L can be used to find out the term. Then these terms get splitted into octahedral field because of the ligands present around the central metal ion. So these terms, which are for atoms or ions, these terms get splits into these octahedral field and tetrahedral field, and these are the Mulliken symbols. These are the Mulliken symbols in which these terms get splitted. So for S term, the symbol is A1G because it is symmetric. This is symmetric. S orbital is symmetric. The shape of the s orbital is spherical. It will not get split. So this will have only one term, A1G. In case of octahedral field, in case of tetrahedral field, the term is A1 only. The term is A1 because there is no G. Always remember, in case of tetrahedral field, there is no G because there is no center of inversion. For P term, octahedral field, symbol is T1G. P term gets split into T1G terms in octahedral field. This is the Mulliken symbol. This is the Mulliken symbol. Then tetrahedral field, T1 only. D term gets splits into EG plus T2G. EG plus T2G. Tetrahedral field, E plus T2. F term gets splits into T1G plus T2G plus A2G. In tetrahedral field, it is T1 plus T2 plus A2. G term gets splits into A1G plus EG plus T1G plus T2G. In tetrahedral field, you can write as it is except G. Except G. H term H gets splits into EG plus 2 T1G plus EG plus T2G. For tetrahedral field, it is E plus 2 T1 plus T2. So this is for the tetrahedral field. Now the next point is, for all d raised to n electronic configuration, for all d raised to n, that is dn electronic configuration, we know that how to find out the term symbol for d electronic configuration. This part is already covered in the previous class. So D1, for D1 and D9 electronic configuration, the term is D2. The term is D2. I'll take one example for octahedral complex. In that I'll tell you how to find out the term symbol and how to find out this terms for the terms in the octahedral field. Then D2 and D8. For D2 and D8, the term is F3. D3 and D7 electronic configuration, there is a comma. D3 and D7 electronic configuration, F4 is the term. Then for D4 and D6, D5 is the term, or we can call it as a term symbol also. Just the difference between the term and the term symbol is that in case of term symbol, complete notation, it includes J values also, but here we are not considering the J values because the spin orbit coupling is not significant in case of D block elements or transition elements. It is considered only in case of the F block elements. That's why we are not considering the J values here. So D2, F3, F4, D5, S6, these are the terms involved in, or these are the terms for the free ion ground state term symbol for D block element, d raised to n, that is Dn electronic configuration. So always remember these terms. You don't need to mug up these things. You can calculate using that formula. There are only 3 small steps and we can easily calculate the term for any electronic configuration. But in exam, we don't have much time. So I'll tell you the short trick to remember this things, these terms and the splitting of the term. Again, the ground term Mulliken symbol, we need to consider the ground term Mulliken symbol. So how to calculate that, I'll tell you later at the end of this video or maybe in the next video. So first, these are the terms. Now these terms get splits into these Mulliken symbols because of the presence of ligands. It may be the octahedral field or the tetrahedral field. So I have written here only for the octahedral field. We can write this for the same thing for the tetrahedral field, except G value, except G symbol or G, except G, because in case of tetrahedral field there is no center of inversion and that's why we cannot write G in tetrahedral field. So G is applicable only in octahedral field. So splitting of states in octahedral field. In case of octahedral field, how it splits? D2 term. D2 term splits into the T2G and EG. You can remember like d orbital splits into T2G and EG. So just write here T2G and EG. But the spin multiplicity, always remember to write the spin multiplicity over the as a superscript, of this Mulliken symbol T2G. The spin multiplicity of this D term is 2. So write here 2 and 2, T2G2, EG2. For F3 term, the splitting is T1G plus T2G plus A2G. But the spin multiplicity is 3. This is for D2 and D8 electronic configuration. Term is F3 and the spin multiplicity is 3. So after splitting, don't forget to write the spin multiplicity, because it will make difference if you write wrong spin multiplicity, or if you will forget to write the spin multiplicity, it will make difference in the calculation. So F3, the splitting of states in octahedral field T1G3, T2G3, A2G3. Then F4. Next is F4. So see here, this is the F3, this is the F4. Only the difference is that spin multiplicity, and that's why it will make difference in the splitting also. Splitting pattern will remain same for F orbital or for F term. T1G, T2G, A2G, T1G, T2G, A2G. It will remain same. But the difference is that the spin multiplicity. So 4, 4, 4. Spin multiplicity is 4. So don't forget to write the spin multiplicity with respect to the term which we have considered. Then D5, again D5. So see this is the D term. Here also it is a D term. But the difference is that spin multiplicity. Here it is 2, here it is 5. So write it like this. T2G5, EG5. And for S term, S6, that is A1G6. You can remember this simple A1G6. Okay. So this is the splitting of states in octahedral field for DN electronic configuration. For tetrahedral field, you have to write in the similar fashion, only except G. So how you will write? T2 2 plus E2, T1 3 plus T2 3 plus A2 3. In this way up to A1 6 you have to write in case of tetrahedral complexes. Everything will remain same. Now we'll take one example. And after that I'll tell you how to find out the ground term Mulliken symbols. These are the Mulliken symbol including ground term and excited state, ground state and excited state. But we need to find out sometimes the question can be asked like this: what is the ground term Mulliken symbol for this complex? So that time we'll get confused which among these three, which one is the ground term symbol. So for that purpose I'll tell you the short trick how to find out the ground term Mulliken symbol. To find out the ground term Mulliken symbol, there is a short trick. Before that, we'll take one example of this vanadium H2O6 3+, how to find the splitting of states in octahedral field for this vanadium plus 3 complex. Okay, the first example is vanadium H2O6 3+. So this is the hexa-aquo complex of vanadium, where the geometry is octahedral. So this is the octahedral field. We need to consider the octahedral field for this particular complex. So vanadium, we know that vanadium is a 3D transition element, and the electronic configuration of vanadium, this is just the valence shell electronic configuration 4s2 3d3, 4s2 3d3. This is for the neutral atom of vanadium. But for vanadium 3+, we need to remove the electron because this is the oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electron, and we have to remove the electrons from this. So first remove the electrons from the s orbital. So 2 electrons, remove 2 electrons, but it is given +3. So we have to remove one more electron. So one more electron, remove one more electron. What you will get? 4s0 3d2. 4s0 3d2 means this is the D2 electronic system. This is the D2 electronic system. And just now we have discussed about the D2 electronic system. What is the splitting of or what is a term? First we need to find out the term, and then the splitting of term in octahedral field. So let's find out the term symbol for this. If you don't know this short trick, that time you need to find out in the stepwise manner. So for D2 electronic system, first we have to find the L value. You know term symbol. What is the term symbol? L, J, twice S plus 1. But here we will consider only spin multiplicity and the L value. This is the orbital angular momentum and this is the spin multiplicity, and this is a total angular momentum, but we are not considering it for the d orbital. So just consider these two parameters for the term symbol. So L value, how to calculate the L value? It is the summation of ml. So draw the d orbitals like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. Then we have 2 electrons, so fill them like this, 2 electrons. So plus 2 plus 1 is equal to plus 3. So the term is for 3 value: 0, 1, 2, 3. S, P, D, F. S, P, D, F. We have F for L value 3, the term is F. And let's find out the S value. S value is a summation of MS value. So plus 1 by 2, because this is the 1 by 2 upward direction. So the spin is plus 1 by 2 for one electron, and for other electron again plus 1 by 2. So what is the final answer? 1. Final answer 1. Twice S plus 1. This is the spin multiplicity. Twice S plus 1. 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So the answer is 3. There is one shortcut to find out the spin multiplicity. You can use this formula n plus 1. You can use this formula n plus 1. N is the number of unpaired electrons. So how many number of unpaired electrons are present? Only 2 unpaired electrons. What is n? Unpaired electrons. Number of unpaired electrons. So n is 2. So n plus 1 is 2 plus 1. Again the answer is same. This is the alternative method. You can use this, or you can simply use this formula. If you forget to use the unpaired electron, then in that case just use this formula, twice S plus 1. Okay. So what is the final term? For D2 electronic system? For D2 electronic configuration, the term is F3. And just now we have seen the splitting of F3 term. Splitting of F term is T1G. F term gets splits into T1G plus T2G plus EG. T1G plus T2G plus EG. But the spin multiplicity is 3. So you have to write 3 here. So T1G 3 plus T2G 3 plus EG 3. So this is the splitting of term F3 in presence of octahedral field. And at the starting of this session, I have told you the diagram for the splitting diagram for F term. I'll show you that diagram. Okay, this is the diagram for F orbital splitting. T1G plus T2G plus A2G. So this is the splitting diagram for F term. But this diagram is useful for calculating the transitions and all these things. You can remember this diagram for finding out the ground term and the transitions involved in the F term. Now we'll see one more example. We'll take one more example of titanium. Take one more example for titanium H2O6 3+. Titanium H2O6 3+. So how to solve this? Titanium, just write down the titanium electronic configuration. Titanium is 4s2 3d 4s2 scandium titanium, so it is 3d2. Okay, you can take this 2 plus also and 3 plus also. Let's take 3 plus, just find out the term. Titanium 3 plus, remove 2 electrons from here, 4s0, and remove 1 electron from 3d1. For d1 system, for d1 system you have to find out the term symbol. The term symbol is you can find out using this method. So let's quickly find out. For L value 1 2 3 4, plus 2 plus 1 0 minus 1 minus 2 1, only 1 electron is there, so L value is plus 2, summation of Ml only 2, therefore the term will be D. And for spin multiplicity, I just told you one formula, short trick, n plus 1. N is only 1, unpaired electron is only 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So the term is D2. The term is D2 for this complex. And how this term gets splits? This D2 term gets splits into T2G plus EG. T2G plus EG, and the spin multiplicity is 2, so write down it here, spin multiplicity. Okay, as this is the octahedral complex, this D term will split like this. This D term will split into EG and T2G. This D term will split like this, T2G and EG. So T2G is the ground state and EG is the excited state Mulliken symbol. So this is the Mulliken symbol, ground state Mulliken symbol, and this is the excited state Mulliken symbol, So the next part, in next video, we'll see the short trick, how to find out this quickly without wasting time in any competitive exam. I'll tell you the short trick. Thank you for watching. We'll see in the next lecture how to find all these things. But till now you can solve other examples also. In next video we will take more examples regarding to this point and the short trick also. If you like my videos, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such videos based on inorganic chemistry. Thanks for watching.